right? So after the last two games, both close losses, I mean, have you kind of been working on the team this week to kind of
Yeah, I
get
think
ready?
that's a good question. I think anytime, you're a lot of games in this far, Brian. We've been obviously in every single game here lately in the last couple months. So what we wanted to do is hit the recharge battery. We gave them 2 days off, slowly worked our way back into a really good prep week to prepare for Cleveland State. I think basketball is such a different sport. It's really really long season. So much different than most of the sports out there. It's really almost 330 days. Our guys get about 30 days to themselves. So sometimes to get away and hit that refresh button, I think was good for this group.
How have they been looking, just in practice and such? Do you feel like it's helped?
Yeah, I think the most important thing this time of year is to have fresh legs, fresh minds, to continue to try to move the needle here with the development of our young guys. So Monday we had a skilled day where we worked on a lot of skill development, got a lot of shots, and then we slowly got into this thing. And I feel like the last couple of days our guys have gotten after it. They've pushed each other, got each other better here throughout practice this week.
Cleveland State's a pretty huge game. I mean, you guys are sort of in similar situations right now, fighting to have a chance to compete in the tournament.
Yeah, they are, I believe, 10 spots below us in the age category. I think we're in the 320s, they're in the 330s. And what I mean by that, Brian, is there's only 30 or 40 teams that are younger than both college basketball teams that are going to play tomorrow night. So you've got a lot of young players. I think both teams have played really, really hard, not only in the non conference, but I also think in the conference. I think their record is very deceiving. They've lost some very, very close games. I think a lot like us. They've got an all league player, to me, in one of the most important positions in Tyree Appleby at the point guard position. So they're certainly going to be ready to play. There's no doubt about it. And I think, we've shown some signs that we can play on the road. We're going to have to continue to do that because we've got 10 games left, and we've got, quite a few road games left as well. So we've got to be ready to play tomorrow night when the jump ball goes up. Our guys got to be locked in, and I think it's going to start on the defensive end. We've got to do a great job of guarding them, but particularly Appleby, really good player.
With 10 games to go, do you kind of find yourselves looking at the standings a little bit?
Well, I think you've got to be honest with your players. Where do you stand right now? But I think the most important thing is to show them where they can go. I think our guys are really smart players. I think they play really hard, and I hope and I think that it started with our coaching staff outlining where we can go and where we're trying to go. We've got a tremendous opportunity. If you look at every game in the Horizon League, even yesterday's games, they're all possession games. These games are being decided on one, two, maybe three possessions every single night with every single team in the league. And people can say, well, the league's not this, it's not that. I think the league is much improved. I think from top to bottom, this league has made great strides, this year.
Jelani, who started the past few games for you, just what have you seen out of him, recently?
Yeah, it's funny. I just met with Jelani for a little bit, and kind of showed him where I thought he was at, where he's trying to go. I think he's a young guy. He's the youngest guy on our roster. He might be one of the youngest guys on any roster in the Horizon League. He's just 18 years old. So what he's going to do here the next few years is going to be really fun to watch. It's why you get into college. You've seen it with Nas and Garrett. You've seen their development after a year, and I think we're really excited about Jelani Simmons. And we knew, I explained to him today, we knew we were getting a really good player. He wasn't highly recruited, which was a great thing for us because we went all in and saw him early and really believed in what he could do to help us.
What did you see in him? What did you think he could bring to this team?
He's very long. He's very lanky. He come from a basketball family. His dad was his high school coach. They were really good. He came from a winning program. I saw great potential, but I also saw a great work ethic. A guy that kind of rolls up his sleeves, works really hard every single day to get better. And I think he's shooting 50-something% in the league. His percentages are off the charts for an 18-year-old freshman. So he's going to be really, really important for us here the next 10 games.
I mean, his game. I mean, you mentioned the high, shooting percentages. He's just, that's smart as far as where he picks his spots to shoot.
I think his teammates have done a really nice job, Brian, of getting him the ball in really good situations. When we've had success, the ball's really moved. I thought the Wright State game, the first half, was as good as half of basketball as I've seen us play since I've been here. It was really fun to be a part of that, to watch our guys. I was just an innocent bystander. I didn't have much to do with that. I sat there and I watched them move the basketball. We scored 45 points in a half, a lot of assists. I think we had 120 passes. We chart passes. So the ball was really moving. And I think when this young team moves the basketball, we don't take bad shots. We don't take contested shots. We're as good as anybody in the league. But, it's just getting young guys to understand from good to great. What's a good shot? But let's get a great shot. And I thought we had a great week of practice leading up to that week. And, we played the two best teams in the league right now as far as the standings. That could certainly change. But, you played two programs that have had a lot of success and, just a few possessions away from beating those teams.